And he said, I can hear my boy yelling through the fire. Help, Daddy! Daddy, the fire's coming up the stairs! And he said, I knew my boy was drowned. He said, I didn't know what to do. I knew my time was limited, so he said, I did what any dad would do. I took a deep breath and tried to cover my face, and I ran inside. He said it wasn't long till I felt like I was being cooked, and even though it was my own house, he said through the smoke and the fire, I got confused, and I kind of lost track of where I even was, and so I was trying to follow through the roaring of the flames, the screaming of my son, Daddy, the fire's at my door! Dad, I'm burning! He said, I followed the trail, the voice of my son through the smoke. I was coughing and gagging and throwing up. And he said, when I got upstairs, he said, I took some blankets and quilts and stuff. He said, I wrapped my little boy in them blankets. And he against my body. And he said, the last thing I remember is yelling, help, I'm burning alive! Help me, I'm burning alive! He said, I passed out. That's all I remember. Blessed. And I thought I would throw up in the floor. The matted strands of flesh they had tried to graft over the open sockets of his face. They put his eyeballs back in place. All of this had burned away and was gone. They had taken graft and just put strips of flesh across his eyeballs to try to hold them in the sockets. I'd never seen anything that nasty in my life. I said, sir, please, please put those glasses back over your eyes. He said, preacher, if people knew what I knew about fire, they'd all got saved this morning. I thought to myself, honey, if just a few minutes being trapped and wedged in between some burning timbers can get you to the place where you pass out because physically you can't endure the suffering and the pain, but there's no unconsciousness in hell. You don't pass out in hell. You don't go into convulsions in hell. You are going to be awake forever and forever. You will forever die but never die. You will forever perish but never perish. You'll remember the times when you have an opportunity to be saved and you'll cry out to God for mercy, and you'll think about your wife and your kids that prayed for you and your husband that tried to get you to church and your son and daughter that tried to get you to go to the house of God, and while you're falling through the burning of the wrath of God, you'll cry out throughout all eternity, oh God, have mercy on my wretched soul. But sinner, there is no mercy in hell. I'm closing. I'll tell you why you're not going to laugh when you get to hell. Because you're going to be moved with passion